Annyeong everyone, today is January 7th, Wednesday. I have already arrived at Seoul Incheon Airport, Terminal 2. I've just landed from my previous flight, Busan, with Korean Air, KE2010. As mentioned in the previous video, my bag will be checked all the way to Hong Kong. So I'm already directly in the airside departure area in Incheon Airport, Terminal 2. And also, I already got my, as mentioned in the previous video, got my boarding pass from Seoul Incheon back to Hong Kong. So it's now not even like 5:30 yet, and my boarding time for my connecting flight to Hong Kong, as per boarding pass, is just 2 hours from now, just like plenty of time, considering that you don't need to recollect and check in your bag here at Seoul Incheon Airport Terminal 2, and you already got your boarding pass already. So you might wonder, during this 2-ish sort of transit time, are you allowed to leave the departure area? The answer is, I believe no, because Terminal 2, as far as I know, it's already an international terminal, like for Seoul Incheon, and that means like you already clear immigration, customs also, so you are not allowed or you're not supposed to leave the airport. Plus, like 2 hours is like not enough time for you to spend like in Seoul whatsoever. So why not focus now in Seoul Incheon Airport Terminal 2, again with my bag checked all the way to Hong Kong, get already my boarding pass as well, with 2 hours to spend during this transit. Again, this video focus on Seoul Incheon to Hong Kong. The previous video, in case you guys haven't watched, it's the previous flight from Busan to Seoul Incheon. Now that I'm already in Seoul Incheon, right? So without further ado, I will probably find some space to hang around, bit of a plane spotting for sunset, and also to have a dinner in the airport. Although I know like my connecting flight from Seoul Incheon to Hong Kong does have a hot meal service, but by the time I will have my dinner, it will be probably like 9 or so, like in Korean time. So I will grab some dinner, then to chill around to kill this 2-hour transit here at Seoul Incheon Airport Terminal 2 on today, January 7th, Wednesday, in order to prepare for my connecting flight, also with koreanair, details to be shown, and later on from Seoul Incheon Air to Hong Kong. So it's an easy walk within the departure area of Incheon Airport Terminal 2 to reach gate 233, where my flight to Hong Kong is. It's a Boeing 777-300ER, registration number HL8011. It's a yes, Boeing 777-300ER, but interestingly, the configuration in economy where I'm sitting in, it's rows of 333. So 233, that's the gate. That's it. So obviously, why I'm flying Korean Air, it's because my previous flight from Busan to Seoul Incheon, it's Korean Air. So my connecting flight makes sense to be also on Korean Air, and also like the connecting time, it's pretty viable. Like right now, it's not even like 6, it's like 6 minutes to 6 here in Korea, which is like 6 minutes to 5 in Hong Kong, thanks to the 1 hour time difference there. I mean, because Hong Kong is an hour behind of Korea, so there are still a bit of time now, so I'll quickly, as mentioned earlier in the video, find somewhere to charge my batteries or so, and also like for my phone, and also grab some stuff for food and drink before I board tonight's flight back to Hong Kong. Although I know there are meal service, like proper hot meal service on board tonight's flight back to Hong Kong. So that's it. Today, January 7th, Wednesday, here at Seoul Incheon Airport, Terminal 2, having already checked my bag all the way from Busan. So is my boarding pass. Now at Incheon Airport, Terminal 2, departure gate 233, to prepare for my flight, koreanair Boeing 777-300ER HL8011. That's the registration number, flight number KE2011 from Seoul Incheon to Hong Kong. Again, in economy class, it's spread in rows of 333. And I forgot to mention the seat pitch. It's 34 inches, while the seat width is 18 inches as advertised on koreanair. So this is my dinner before tonight's flight. It's a standing restaurant, which means no seating, called Masong Tteokbokki, hopefully I pronounced Korean correctly. So I get basically this one. It comes with, as you can see, tteokbokki, glutinous sundae, and rice roll of your choice. I got myself spam rice roll. I also got myself a can of Sprite, to cleanse my palate, or to balance the taste of the food. So without further ado, masisoyo. So boarding commenced promptly at 20 minutes past 7 here at Seoul Incheon local time. I have already boarded the aircraft on a Boeing 777-300ER, and my seat today is 31J, the fourth row of the economy class cabin, right hand side to the window, 31J. Seat pitch or legroom, it's a whopping generous 34 inches. Seat configuration, interestingly, in this koreanair Boeing 777-300ER, it's rows of 333 configuration. You got a touchscreen TV, which I'm going to show more in detail once we are in the air. You get a coat hook, a USB port, a controller for the entertainment screen, although you can use, it's a touch screen anyway. There is a cup holder. There is the tray table. You can move it back and forth, and also fold it in half. So on every seat you get a water bottle, pillow, and also blanket were provided in every economy seat. Your headrest is adjustable as well. And also before we board the aircraft, before I board the aircraft, I also got myself an earphone for me to plug here to connect to the in-flight entertainment system. You also get a shared universal power socket every 2 seats. There is a seat pocket down there for you to put some of your small items, like my passport and boarding pass. But already there safety information. Air sickness bag. Another duty-free order if you need to, and 2 in-flight magazines. One is the monthly one, January to February, and one is the only January one. So here I am on board koreanair Boeing 777-300ER, registration number HL8011, on board this route KE2011 from Seoul Incheon back to Hong Kong. And my seat tonight, it's 31J, the 4th row of the economy class cabin, right hand side to the aisle, seat pitch or leg room, it's 34 inches. Well, in economy, it's section of 333 configuration. And lastly, the seat width is 18 inches.
케이블을 다시 제자리로 잡아주세요.
less than an hour into the flight, our hot meal is served. So for dinner tonight's flight from Seoul Incheon to Hong Kong, we have the Korean option, which is the beef bibimbap, or the Western one, the beef stew in red wine sauce. Obviously, in Korea, well, already in the air, the signature dish of koreanair, not only me, but also my fellow passengers on the right hand side, also got bibimbap. So it comes with obviously rice and the component that you would mix yourself. You also actually get gochujang and sesame oil, seaweed soup, which is like classic in Korean bibimbap, and even side pickles as well. With that, you also get a side of yogurt, which is like blueberry yogurt, and your choice of drink. This time I get myself alcoholic one, which is a can of Casper. So after our main meal, the cabin crew gave us dessert and another round of drink. So the dessert is this big midang milk ice cream, and for drinks I got myself a coffee with sugar separately. Okay, meal done on toilet time. So this is one of the economic class toilet. It's located, like at least one of them, it's located in between the two sections. I'm not sure how many there are, but let's quickly go through it anyway. So this is the mirror, the circular mirror, air freshener if you need. These are the, I believe, toothpaste, toothbrush, body and hand lotion if you need. I personally will need if I'm flying overnight or in a red-eye flight, but since tonight's one it's not, it's only like 4 hours 10 minutes officially, I don't really need it. Soap, towels, facial tissues, extra tissues as well, bin. So there is a coat hook, handrail in case of turbulence, but so far we are midway through from Seoul Incheon to Hong Kong. It's pretty steady, at least the pilot did not switch on the fasten seatbelt sign once throughout in the air. If you're traveling infants, there is the baby bassinet. When you finish your business like I did, be sure to be responsible. Push it to flush it. See it, flush it, sort it. Probably the last restaurant for like a quick nibble, a quick dinner before I board on tonight's flight back to Hong Kong. Boeing 777-300ER HL8011. Interestingly, it's spread in rows of 333 configuration, so the seat is quite generous already. Not only with the 34 inches of seat pitch, but also the 18 inches of seat width as well. That it's pretty generous for Boeing 777-300ER compared to other airline. In economy class. Boarding process is strictly as it is, from priority to boarding groups like 1, 2, 3. I am group 3, and the ground staff did make sure each group of passengers were boarded accordingly. Entertainment wise, it's, I would say, the movies, TV are mostly Korean, which makes sense because it's the home carrier of koreanair. That makes sense. And the meal service is, I would say, quite excellent because the bibimbap, it's really tasty, especially if you put the gochujang and sesame oil to the bibimbap. So make sure if you're flying Korean Air in economy class, you have to try the bibimbap. And they also give you 2 more rounds of drink after the meal service. Well, 3 in total. So the first one, I got myself a can of cask beer, which is like Korean beer. Then second round, I got myself a cup of coffee with the ice cream. Then almost kind of prior to landing, I got myself pineapple juice. So in this like 4-hour 10-minute journey from Seoul, Incheon to Hong Kong, you get a hot meal with the first round of drink, then the second round of drink with dessert, and third round of drink before landing. So overall, portion-wise, I am really satisfied with that. Obviously, I'm flying from Seoul, Incheon to Hong Kong with koreanair because connecting from Busan. But if you are like flying from Seoul, Incheon to Hong Kong itself, koreanair, it's worth considering. So that's all for me from tonight, January 7th, Wednesday, flying from koreanair, Boeing 777-300ER HL8011, KE2011, flight number HL8011 is the registration number of the Boeing 777-300ER aircraft. I am sitting at 31J, the 4th section of the economy class cabin, right hand side to the aisle, 34 inches of seat pitch, 18 inches of seat width in this 4-hour 10-minute journey from Seoul, Incheon to Hong Kong. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the video by not only give a like to this video, but also subscribe to this channel, follow my Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat and Twitter, so you guys won't miss out my any other content. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Enjoy the landing into Hong Kong. Good night and kamsahamnida.
여러분께서 안전하고 편안하게 여행하시도록 정성을 다하겠습니다. 고맙습니다. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an honor to have you with us today.